Hello, gorgeous ladies. My name's Mel. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be doing a tutorial about this easy makeup look. And it's my I'm tired, I've had no sleep, and I'm pretending that I'm fresh look to emulate someone that's in their 20s. I'm in my 40s and I had a sleepless night last night and I've woken up feeling what? And thought that I'm going to do this quick makeup look to make myself look nice and fresh. If you want to see how I did it, keep watching. Mel here. I'm wondering if any of you are like me and you wake up and you're exhausted because you had a terrible night's sleep. Since I've been in my 40s, I tend to wake up a few times during the night. It can either be from hot flushes, it can be from not having great dreams. I'm having crazy dreams actually. And I just wake up feeling tired and like I look tired. So I just wanted to do a quick makeup look for you because I'm sure that there's other people that have this exact same problem. You feel like you look tired and haggard, you've got bags under your eyes, and you just feel and look worn out. And it's amazing when you put some nice makeup on how refreshed you feel. So I just want to do a quick makeup look. First thing is, I've already got this on, but make sure you've got moisturizer on. Hydrated skin is way more easier to work with and looks a lot fresher than dry and, unhydrated skin. So if you want to try and mimic our younger counterparts, all our lovely girls in their 20s that look really glowy and dewy and, they don't have the same issues we have, try this. So this is amazing. These are illuminating 3D drops. So it's actually a highlighter, but I'm going to do a bit of a trick here and I've put it underneath my foundation. So I completely and utterly look like the Tin Man at the moment because it's all shimmery. But what it's going to do is it's going to give me that I'm fresh look without being fresh. So you can see here, it's got all beautiful illuminating particles in it. It's a highlighter, so it's got a really nice shimmer to it. And you can see that the bottle, it's quite shimmery. So I'm going to have to clean my hands off because it's just going to go everywhere. This is an amazing makeup remover cloth. If you want more details, drop me a comment and I can give you some more details. But what we're going to do now is going to do the foundation. And the foundation goes over the top of this beautiful illuminator that I've just put on my skin. So I've just put some foundation on my brush and I'm going to go over what I've just put on there with my foundation. Now I've got quite a bit of pigmentation on my forehead, and this is because I thought it was a great idea when I was younger to do lots of sunbaking, and now I've got quite sun damaged skin and a whole lot of melasma and discoloration. So I'm just I've got quite a bit of texture on my face, and this technique with the brush just helps blend it in and makes it look nice and fresh. Rightio, so that's my foundation. It's just very hard to see in this camera whether I've done it nicely or not, and I think I have. I'm now going to set this with a bit of powder, and I'm just using a mineral powder. The best way to use this stuff is pop some in the lid, and then I'm using my kabuki brush and giving it a tap off there. And I'm just setting my foundation that I've just put on. Just quite lightly, I'm not putting a lot on, and that's given me a nice even base. Next thing is I'm going to give myself, because when you put on foundation, you flatten out your face's surface. You get rid of all the contours, you get rid of all the highs and lows. Yes, I've put some illuminator on, which it gives you that highlight, but it's actually under my foundation. So the next thing I'm going to do here, and I've got to try and find all my right brushes. I've got some beautiful Runway Room brushes here, is I'm just going to put some bronzer around my face, and this is just going to give a bit of depth. And it gives you that sort of sun-kissed look. Now, I'm not going to do the full contour because, well, don't have time. But basically, just go under my cheekbones, around the edges, just to add a bit of, like I've been in the sun, but I haven't. I'm going to put some either side of my nose because I like to make my nose look smaller. And that just adds in like I've been out and I've been in the sun, even though I haven't. I'm just trying to get my other computer happening over here. And then we're going to put some eyebrows on because I grew up in the 80s and I overplucked and I'm blonde and my eyebrows just don't really exist anymore. So this is probably one of my favorite eyebrow pencils I've ever used. It's actually called an Eyebrow Creator, and it's got like a little sponge brush on the end, and it's got a little brush here. So brush the hairs, but mine are so short and really non-existent. I don't really do that step. I sort of brush it afterwards. And then I've got the Eyebrow Creator, and you pick the pomade that suits you. So I've got the light brown, which is perfect for me being blonde. And I'm just going to basically draw my eyebrows on. And it's amazing once these are on how much fresher and alive I feel. And I look at the difference there. It really frames my eyes and makes me look awake, even though I'm feeling quite tired and not awake. Having some eyebrows on is a really good illusion. And it just makes my eyes pop as well. I've done a tutorial in our Social Sense group about eyebrows being sisters or twins, and for some reason mine don't even seem to be distant cousins. They seem to be different heights, and they're different. One starts here and one starts here. So I try and make these as symmetrical as I can, but it can be quite difficult. And sometimes I get to a point where I'm like, oh, I'm just too tired. I can't deal with this. And it's easier just to get to this point and then remove some with a cotton bud. So I've gone a bit over here. So if I just tidy this up, you can see I've just tidied that up there. So there's eyebrows. Nice way to make your eyebrows lifted when you're feeling tired and a bit worn out is to put some highlighter up here. It just really lifts that brow bone. Amazing how much fresher I feel. I like to have my fringe down because I still like to hide that pigmentation that I've got. Next thing is we need to add some depth back in. Now, if I'm just wanting I'm not dead and I'm feeling fresh look, best way is just to use a bit of the bronzer that I used, because it just gives that sort of sun-kissed, not makeup look. So this is the exact color that I just put around the edge of my face. I'm just putting some color above my crease. I've got hooded eyes, so once my eyes are open, quite a bit of it's hidden. So I want to put the color here so that it can actually be seen. And then you just sort of blend it so it's quite subtle. There we go. Lovely. You can use that bronzer as your blush as well, or you can just put a little bit of color in. I'm going to use just this pink. So I'll just start here and go up. It gives you a really nice lifted look, which I don't want to put too much on. And then you just want to highlight that brow bone. I've done the brow bone. Cheekbone. Told you, I'm having one of those days. I totally feel dead. I've got a highlighter palette here that has quite a few different colors. And highlighting is just going to... Don't you love the faces we do when we put makeup on? It just gives you that highlighted, fresh look. So from having no makeup on to just a nice little subtle I'm not dead makeup look, I think it makes a big difference. I'm just going to put a little bit of highlight here as well. And then I like to add a little bit here, just so I look nice and glowy and awake. If you want an easy, I'm not doing lips, but you want something, go for a hyaluronic lip gloss. These things will change your life. This color is called Raspberry Kiss. It's just a subtle pink. It's just enough color in your lips to just make them stand out. But it's not as dark as wearing a lip gloss. And hyaluronic acid is amazing. It makes moisture, like it's attracted to moisture. So it'll make your lips seem fuller because it'll make all the moisture in your lips come to the surface and your lips will look beautiful and plump and like you're a lot younger. Lastly, this is my absolute favorite wand when it comes to mascara. And I love it because it's only got the small little brush, but it gets right into those little lashes there. I'm not going to put a eyeliner on. I'm just going to get right into those lashes, just so I look a little bit more awake. I like to get into the roots there and sort of go backwards and forwards a bit. It just adds a little bit of volume into those lashes. I haven't had my lashes tinted or curled in a while. And it's amazing once you put just a little bit of color on there, how much more awake you look. Still not loving this hair. So there you go. There's my, I'm tired, I haven't slept well, my no makeup look. I've just done a quick makeup look. I look beautiful and glowy and fresh, and it's all an illusion. And I'm sure that this handy tip might be just what you need when you're having a day like I'm having. If you want any information on the products I've used, drop me a message and yeah, I can share that with you. See you guys. Have a great day.